Hey everybody, it's Matt here, and today I'm doing another episode of First Impressions. And today I'm taking a look at Detective Pikachu, specifically the demo, on the 3DS. And I didn't know what to expect, because sadly, obviously, with the order that this is coming out compared to our Detective Pikachu podcast, which will be linked in the description box down below, I saw the movie before I got to play the game, and I wanted to play the game for a while. I can use words. Here we are, me using words, and I never got the chance to. So I thought, oh hey, the demo's still up on the 3DS. I'll take a look at that for first impressions. Here we are. Here you are, and I did not. I want to fall in love with it. So the story, I'm enjoying. The characters, I'm enjoying. The interactions, I'm enjoying. The point and click esque. Aspect of it, I'm enjoying. I'm really enjoying. How many times can I say enjoying? Take a shot every time of water every time. But there is a problem that I'm noticing early on, and it's very, very early on. Obviously, didn't play this game for more than an hour because that's when the demo cut off. I don't know if it was a timed demo or I don't know if it was specifically meant to cut off in the middle of the case, because the case was going on for a bit. By the way, the case of where the heck these Apom are. Literally, I was like, where are these Apom? This Pokemon should know. No, this Pokemon should know. Well, we'll get them. So it's weird that it's taking that long to find them out, and I think the game just kind of cut off based on time. Just me kind of taking my sweet time, talking to every single Pokemon, having a good time, talking to different people too, yada yada. And I feel as if, if this is meant to be a training case, it's a rather long training case, and I say training in the sense that they definitely want to hold your hand, which is something that I use a lot, hand-holding in games, and I don't usually have a problem with it, but in this case, it was definitely to the point where it felt like, go over there and talk to them. Are you stupid? I'm like, I'm not stupid, okay? Sometimes I'm a little slow in the uptake, but I'm not stupid. And, no, but it definitely felt like, especially early on, that they were like, hey, 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 hey. And I'm like, you don't have to snap your fingers at me, sir. You're a Pokemon. Okay, I am a human. You're a Pokemon. You don't have to snap your fingers at me. I don't know if Pikachu can snap his fingers. But either way, though, if you're familiar with the movie, you should be familiar with early on in the film where there were Apoms running amok in the city, and you're kind of trying to find out why they're running amok in the city. Now, I don't know if the end game of the movie is the same as the end game in the game. Don't spoil that, and because I'm sure some people haven't seen the movie, and I haven't played the game, the end of it, so don't spoil that. In the comments, don't. But fake spoilers are cool. Like, if you want to throw like, oh, Goku was there, I'd be like, okay, that's fair. Mario was in it. Be like, oh, that's interesting. But either way, I enjoy the voiceover work. But I'm surprised that there's voiceover work in a Pokemon game. I know it's not a mainline Pokemon game, but still, I was like, wow, voice acting, and it's pretty fun too. Yeah, sure, the guy that voices Detective Pikachu isn't Danny DeVito, but life isn't perfect. It's just not. It's just not. But I will say, though, I'm a little spoiled by Ryan Reynolds. So I do enjoy this kind of hard-boiled detective take, though, on Detective Pikachu. The original take on Detective Pikachu. And, yeah, I do enjoy the voiceover work. I do enjoy the character models, the sprites. I enjoy how everyone interacts. You know, it's all fun, and I enjoy the vibe. There's some stuff that happens there. I'm like, ooh, no. But I remember, like, okay, right, this is Detective Pikachu. No one's going to get murdered. But... yeah, I just think that, I want to play more of the game proper to see how some of these cases, situations, whatever way you want to look at it, get a bit harder, but also not too obtuse. Because there were certain, it's weird, it's always weird with logic-based puzzles and whatnot, because what happens with me sometimes, not all the time, I'm not a genius, okay, I'm not. You can call me one, and I won't deny it, but I'm not. Sometimes I'm 2 steps ahead. So I get to the conclusion, the right conclusion, but the wrong way. So I want to see if this game's going to continue to do that for me, where I'm like, I got to where you wanted me to go, just differently, and you didn't let me, so I had to take 7 steps back and then just kind of wait in line. I don't know. I mean, I'll have to see how it goes when I play the game, like, fully, but because I will admit, this definitely does make me interested in playing the game itself. But it's the demo itself. I think I came into this way too hyped because of everyone talking about Detective Pikachu because of the trailers for the game in Japanese and in English, because of the movie itself, which again I found very fun. I think maybe I was overhyped, so that's why I'm in the middle here. Like, I want to give it a full yay. I'm definitely not going to give it a nay, but I'm just in the middle, really hard in the middle, because I'm not saying I don't recommend it, but I think that if you've gotten invested in the Detective Pikachu hype train, de-hype yourself a little bit. Right? I think that this is a game that is not really intended for, at least as of right now, from what I've seen, intended for family audiences. It's intended for kids first and foremost. So, unlike something like, let's say, Ace Attorney, which, I mean, maybe in Japan it was intended for kids first and foremost, but there was some gruesome murders. As a teenager, I was like, a young teen, I was like teenish, I was like, oh my. I don't know why I'm holding my DS like a book. I was like, oh my goodness. What is this? Click, click, click. So, if you're not familiar with the Ace Attorney franchise, it's a visual novel series based on a different murder. You take on the role of an Ace Attorney named Phoenix Wright, and you solve different crimes. Again, some of them quite gruesome. So it's not, you could argue it's meant for kids, at least in Japan, but in the US it felt like it was a very much like a family audience. You can play it at, almost any age. Where this, I guess because Pokemon is involved, it's definitely meant for children, and in doing that, some of the logic, again, early on, is very slowed down. So, just take that into account. If that means that you don't want to play it, so be it. But so far, I have enjoyed it enough to make me want to get it in the near future. If it comes out, if there's a port on the Switch, oh yeah, that, I will admit, I jump on that immediately. But, because it does seem partially sold out depending on where you go to, at least online, to try to get it for the 3DS. So, thank you all so much for watching as always. If you liked the video, please remember to like and subscribe. If you didn't like the video, you can still like and subscribe anyway. That's okay. And tune in next time for another episode of First Impressions. Alright everybody, so see ya.